Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Whether it's hot yoga, over 100-degree weather, or too much sun. Gatorlight, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gatorlight hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach. A trip to the state fair. And a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in-minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
Coach Unplugged is brought to you by great people over at teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. Here is your host, Steve Collins.
All right, welcome. It's Thursday night, so I'm gonna be honest on a couple things. First of all, normally I do these ahead of time, like a couple days, or especially some of the interviews, or maybe a week or two ahead. But this is literally the night before we're publishing. So this is Thursday night. I'm putting this up tomorrow. So we're going to talk about the coronavirus. We're going to talk about the NCAAs. We're going to talk about cancellations. We're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about all sorts of stuff. But before we do that, big shout out. So this is when you need to buy the Dr. Dish for your backyard, because I'm guaranteed they'll still ship, right? You put it in your backyard. Yeah, go outside. No one gets sick. So call them. Tell them I sent you. $350 off. Also, like, I have a sale right now. I want to call it the Corona sale, but I can't really do that. So today only, I'm doing 20% off, and I sent it out in my Facebook group. And the reason is because I think I'm going to be quarantined for the next month, because I think that's what our district and the state is going to do. So what a great time to become a member of teachhoops.com right now. Boom, 14-day free trial. When you're sitting at home and there's no basketball on TV, there's nothing else to do, this is the time to join. I'm telling you. And I got to call my programmer and see how his work's coming along. But all right, so today I had to cancel my basketball banquet. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with that. I mean, we can't even probably describe all the stuff that's happening. I think like Connecticut, Rhode Island, I think canceled there's a bunch of states that have canceled the championships, right?
Yes, that is correct.
And I think Michigan canceled theirs. I think we might be one of the few that's still playing, huh?
Well, they've limited, I think I read an article that they're going to limit it to what, like 3 or 4 people per player or something like that.
Right. So in Wisconsin, so Madison played today, and Madison would not allow anybody but the players and personnel to run the game in the gym.
Kind of like what they were going to do with the NCAA tournament like a day ago.
Yes.
And then it's amazing now how it goes from one extreme to the other on a daily basis.
It's amazing how fast it's turned.
Yeah, like literally crazy turned.
Like, I don't know, you don't follow me on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram or Twitter or any of those, but I was at Costco today. Got to go get some stuff for my parents.
Right.
And I'm going to run it over to them tomorrow. And so I made a funny TikTok. I'm in the meat section of Costco. And, okay, I get that there's no toilet paper, but there's no meat at Costco. Like, I literally there's no meat. The whole meat thing, how that thing is always full, gone. There was 0 meat left. Oh my God. Like, the apocalypse is coming. A guy was going down the aisle with wipes, like the disinfectant wipes. He didn't make it halfway down the row and everyone had grabbed him off the thing. It was a pallet. It was like, oh my God, I'm watching Walking Dead. I'm watching it right now.
It's so funny. My friend texted me the same similar text that you just talking about right now. The Walking Dead.
It's crazy. I feel like I should go get my shotgun out of my parents' house and bring it home. Swear to God. I don't get it. So let's talk hoops. So what do you think? NBA going to play again?
At some point, because they got to make up money. I'll tell you that.
So you'll love this. Here's another story. So they're doing a story on Wesley, the Buck, and he comes home. He's a Marquette guy.
Yep, for sure.
Home. So the guy was literally in my locker room yesterday. The guy from the Bucks was in my locker room yesterday. Probably did an hour interview, easy hour interview. And then he goes, "Hey Steve, when you get a chance in the next couple of weeks, I've got tickets. Just let me know. Just let me know, and I'll get you down to see Wes because you haven't seen him in person as a Buck. So just let me know." Well, that was yesterday. I'm going, "Oh, this will be awesome. I'll take Drew. He's never seen Wesley play as a Buck. This will be fun. We can talk to Wes after the game." Yep. Poof, gone. Season's gone. It's like, oh my God.
It's too bad though.
I'm surprised they didn't keep the NCAA with no people.
I do too. It's really sad. I think about the kids. It is I guess it goes way beyond, above and beyond, but it's like everybody this season's gonna have like no complete closure. You don't even have your banquet right now.
No, and it's weird. I think the closure, and then I know that like Drew's going to Middlebury. I'm not sure he's gonna go in this fall. Like I'm not sure he's gonna go to school in the fall. Like you can't visit Middlebury. Like you can't step foot on the campus right now. Like they won't let you on campus. And they called off all spring sports. The Ivy League called off all spring sports today. Like if you're a baseball player in the Ivy, you're done. You're done. It's like, now I get maybe they should make, Division III, Little Ivy, Middlebury. I get it. You're just going to graduate and go on with your life and work at Saks and make more money than you and I will combined in your entire life.
Combined,
I get that. But the Ivy guys, some of those guys are like legit. Are you going to give them another half a season? What's the NCAA going to do?
I don't know. I think about what we're going to do. I think
they lost $1 billion.
Right.
And I'm worried about our association. Like I looked up, it's so boys basketball last year was the biggest money maker at like 1.2 million for the entire tournament trail. Okay. For sure. So they lost all of that basically from now on. They're not gonna make any money. Maybe they'll make TV revenue if they put it on TV. And then next is like girls basketball or hockey, I think, or wrestling was like 300,000.
What about football? Football
was like 300, 400,000. Because you think about football doesn't have as many games.
Right.
And a big basketball game, you put in a couple thousand. Well, when we're doing this, I think Brookfield East, Brookfield Central is in overtime, something like that.
But what are they even playing for at this point? The way it's going to happen.
I laughed at my son because we had lost last weekend. I go, Drew, think about how hard that was and all the pain and what a miserable weekend it was for us and how hard it was. And but I go, you had closure. Like it was horrible closure, but you had closure. Like you lost, your season's over. We dealt with it.
The biggest question I have is like, what do we? Are they gonna do? Are they just literally gonna?
You have to end the season because you're not gonna come back. I don't know. That's the weird part. And it's
just think about these. I think about the college guys. You got some teams right now that have had 3 or 4 losses, and they're on the round of, going to be they're a 1 seed. And ultimately, you're kind of playing for a national championship. Conference isn't good enough at that point, especially when you're in a really good conference.
I know.
You look at like a Florida State.
Did you see the Nebraska coach during the game?
No, I did not.
Oh my God. He looked like he had the flu. Did you see that? It was like, it was almost, you should put it on Twitter and look at it. It's so comical. He looked literally like he was going to die. Like I thought he had, oh my God, this guy's on the sideline. He had the corona. I don't know. I just think we're in a spot right now that, and this is what I tell my students, It's the majority matters more than the minority at this point. This is about the wellness of everyone. And I told our kids, I said, we're going to quarantine just because it's the right thing to do. And I don't want to get someone else sick and have them die. I don't want to get grandma. I don't want to go around grandma and grandpa because then, I mean, I'll deliver groceries, but that's it. You know, I'll knock on the door. I'm not even going to see him if I can have anything to do with it.
I will say it's been by far the weirdest basketball season for me, and I didn't really even coach this year at the high school or college level. There's just no closure, no March Madness, and you know, I know
the one thing March Madness would have done, it would have given some people stuff to do.
Right. What do we do now?
Well, I think a lot of people are going to go to work.
Well, for us, we're not going to go to work.
Eventually, they're going to shut schools down. I would agree. But the postman's going to deliver mail, and the guy that delivers to Costco is still going to get in his semi if he can.
No, I'm going to take care of my son every day and basically be.
No, you're going to work. Here's what he's going to do, people. He's going to work on teachhoops.com during nap time. He's going to make some courses, and he's going to make some change. Ching, ching. He's going to make some money.
I'm going to make extra money. I'm going to thank the virus. I'm just kidding.
He's going to make some money. That's what he's going to do.
I just think it's an interesting time in basketball. I think I guess I'm more sympathetic for the kids that have worked so hard.
And I am too. The thing is, it's the closest. It's these kids. Like Drew was born in 2002, February of 2002. So he was not alive when September 11th happened.
Right.
And I told my seniors today, I said, this is not the same, because we didn't really know what that was, and we know what this is kind of. But I said it's kind of the same thing. It's oh my gosh, and what's happening, and panic, and I mean, this is on a different scale with different things. Like, we weren't running out of toilet paper in September 11th, but I said it's the closest your generation has had to it. It's different, but it's similar in some respects, I think.
In some respects, because people are going to have to change in the way that they think. But, I just go back to, for some players, some people, some coaches, you have that one team and that one glorified team, and they're not going to have that opportunity, and that just sucks. And I guess that's the way it's going to be,
Right. I know. I mean,
you've been in that disposition. Could you imagine having a team that you've had, maybe the 2004 or 2005 team?
Hey, Coach, hope you're enjoying the podcast. A couple of things that doesn't cost you a cent to do. You can subscribe and leave a written review. We really like that. You can go over to our YouTube channel. Just type in Teach Hoops on YouTube, and you'll find our YouTube channel. Subscribe, there, so you'll always get the updates. Next thing is, if you do any shopping on Amazon, go down below, click our Amazon link, www.teachhoops.com/Amazon. Anytime you're doing shopping on Amazon, we get a small little commission. Helps us with our hosting fees. Be surprised how expensive it is to run one of these. And if you really love this stuff, let me help you. Let me mentor you. Let me email. Let me get on one-on-one calls. Let me show you all the resources that will help me become one of the winningest coaches in the state of Wisconsin. That's why I'm doing this. I want to help coaches become better. So teachhoops.com can do that. All right, let's head off to the podcast.
5 team where you're was it 09, some of the other teams you've had, like those. Really how would that?
I think I haven't thought that way. That way, because
I think that's the easiest, not the easiest way, but you've been in that disposition. I mean, I've won a state championship as an assistant at the collegiate level. I could not imagine us where we were, 2 years ago at 22-1, and saying, "Oh, by the way, you're not going to play the last 2 games."
Well, I think they're going to do that. There's no way I think they're playing the men's final.
They're not. They're not going to.
They're not going to play the guys' final. I mean, they might play the sectional final. I'm supposed to do radio for that too. It will be interesting if I do the radio.
You got a perfect face for radio, so it's all good.
Thank you. I do. I have a good voice for radio too.
You do.
I do have a good voice for it. Yeah, it will be interesting if I do that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Because so when people are listening to this in the future, here's what doing. We're sitting here on Thursday. Tonight is the Sweet 16 games in Wisconsin. So Thursday night. So Saturday is supposed to be the Elite Eight, and then next week is supposed to be the Final Four and the final.
Actually, yeah,
because we're the latest in the country to go. We are one of the latest to go.
Yep, I've learned that.
Here's my theory, and if I don't know if the WI listens to my podcast. I don't really care. But if they are, here's what they have to think. Okay, really smart people have decided to call things. Like really smart people, like Stanford called off school, Harvard called off all. The Ivies have called off athletics. The NBA took 12 minutes once their first player got sick to call it off. The major league has pushed the opening date back. The NCAA, the women and men's final, the NCAA have called off. I can't imagine that the WIA, Wisconsin Interscholastic Association, plays their state finals. I just can't imagine it. You know what I mean? I just think I think the lawyers will have a field day if one of those kids gets sick.
I think that's why a lot of these things are happening. I think collegiate.
Like if my kid's playing in the state semifinals and all of a sudden he gets coronavirus and dies, the WIA will no longer be in existence.
Well,
you should have canceled it.
That's where we're in the disposition of school teachers and people in a public identity.
Right.
We're in a disposition of we're in a situation to be sued. I think unless you're in our disposition as a coach or a teacher in a public area, it's a sue me society. I think it's scary, and I think people that are in that disposition of owning an arena and facility and masses of people are afraid to get sued. I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
No.
And no. It's not like the writing is not on the writing is on the wall.
Right. And the thing is so the stats teacher in me says it's a skewed distribution. If you know anything about it's skewed right now. And the problem is there's this number of I'm holding my hand up. There's this many number of beds. And the problem is if everyone gets sick at the same time, there's not enough beds. So that's where the lawyers are coming in. That's why they're calling schools off and doing all that. I'm surprised MPS hasn't called yet. I really am.
Yeah, I am. I'm too.
It's a little bit of where do the kids go?
Oh, I think from me and my demographic, and you have a similar demographic, not to the extreme of my demographic, but still, they're talking at some of the richer areas, we can do some online things and access the internet. Like that's not going to be an option for me.
No, it's not an option. It's not even an option for us for the elementary schools. Now our high schools all have all the kids have Chromebooks, so they can do that.
But they're, what kind of learning is really going to take place at that point, unless you've taught them how to do it? You know what I mean?
Right.
You're just expecting a kid to be able to be a virtual learner without any access or any way of doing it. Like you can't. I'm not here to jump on my soapbox of just talking about it, but I assume that a lot of our coaches that are listening to our podcast are educators or affiliated with that type of profession. Like, what are they going to do? Like, they're not relevant and know what they're going on at that standpoint in regards to virtually learning.
No.
That's a whole culture change. That's a discipline change. I remember you used to talk to me about like how you schedule things in your calendar,
right.
That probably you didn't just come up with that after a while, you figured it out. Like,
right.
And you're like, oh man, we're talking kids that are 16, 17 years old that are in an at-me society where things come easy. Now they're going to have to become virtual learners. So
and they're also going to stay up late. They're going to sleep in. It's like, all right, I'm going to run class from 8:30 to 9:30. You think they're going to, well, okay, I hope you show up because here's when I'm going to be here. I could run a Zoom meeting like this. I could do that. I'd have like 30 little boxes, and I can do that. I'm just not. It'll be interesting. I'm not sold it's going to work.
I know it's not going to work for me and my students and where they are. Actually, I feel even worse for them because they're going to have nothing to do. For us, a lot of.
What are we going to do? It's
I know. I enjoy going to work, so I'm kind of bummed, I know.
And the thing is, we're both talking like this is happening. Like, not when. It's
going to happen, dude. I'm convinced.
Yes.
I just think we know the trends. If one school is doing it, we'll all do it. If the NCAA is doing it, then the state tournament does it.
And here's what the DPI needs to step in and say: lost minutes is okay. Lost instruction. This is this is an act of God.
Right.
Which is like the insurance company says, like the reason I'm losing all my money and my, condo I rented for spring break.
Right, it's a state of emergency. I think
it's a state of emergency. What are you going to do? You're not going to make the kids at Katrina make up third grade because the Katrina came. It's like the same thing. It's like people don't want to call school off, but we got called off. I told the kids today in school too, I said, spring sports are in question. Prom is in question. Graduation's in question.
Which is tough. It is hard. Those are all fun things that I've experienced, and
senior picnic.
Yeah, all that stuff. And I mean, for a dad, having a senior kind of sucks too,
Yeah.
You want to be able to see Drew to do all those things, and you don't know what's going to happen.
Right. You don't. So that's where I think sports is a minuscule part. Trust me, I love it as much as anybody, and I feel bad for the people, but this is a much bigger issue, in my opinion. Much bigger issue. I'd probably be feeling different if my team was still playing. I'll just be honest.
For those, that 1% that we talked about a week ago, that really makes it up. It's that 1% that we love to go watch and play. It's just going to be extremely weird. My whole life is always in and around March Madness.
I have some state tournament tickets. You want them? They're courtside.
You're funny.
Just think how the WA is going to have to refund all that money. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, field trips, all those different things are going to be canceled for kids. And
the economic ripple of this will be for years.
For years.
I know.
And
my Bitcoin went down like, oh my God, everything went down today.
Yep. My mom was telling me about that today. She was not very happy with me on the phone, but complaining to me about her stocks and all this stuff. And I'm like, all right.
If you need them, that's the problem. If you don't need them, just leave them. Yeah. Just leave them. Problem. It is.
So I think this is a great time, coaches, to think about next season.
So here's what I'm going to tell you, coaches. A couple things. Yes, time to join Teach Hoops.
Yeah.
Great time. So because I'm going to do a lot of office hours over the next month if I'm not in school. I'm going to do a lot of coaching of you over the next month. I'm also looking for people to interview over the next month. Jake and I for even high school hoops or for Coach Unplugged. So if you're somebody that wants to be interviewed, you think you have a unique story, you have something you want to say to us.
Yeah, or if you have an idea for a course and you want me to create or
any of those things, email me at steve@teachhoops.com, steve@teachhoops.com, and we'll find time because we're both convinced this is coming.
It is coming. I think that we want to be groundbreaking on this topic in regards to
hoops. Let's go.
Let's go.
My big thing this morning was it's called COVID-19. I go, well, what happened to 1 through 18?
Right.
But they named it after the year they found it. So they found it in 19. That's what they called it, COVID-19. So I found that out.
All those that lost their season, I apologize. I wish you guys the best.
I know. I feel bad too.
I mean, but life is bigger than basketball. I guess that's always what we say here at teachhoops.com, and then we wish everybody.
It'll be weird. It will be really weird to open up the state tournament program 10 years from now and see a blank on that year.
I know. What are they going to put down?
They're not going to put anything because unless they get – now, I could see if they got to the finals, they make them co. I could see that, right?
But that's not going to happen.
But it's not. They're not going to get that. If they get to the semis, they're getting to the finals.
Right.
And I don't think they're going to get to either one. Yeah. All right.
There's just too much conspiracy.
All right. You and I will be in touch so we can do a couple more podcasts.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, see ya. Bye.
NFL football season is here, which means when you switch to Verizon, it feels like touchdown because you get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube on us when you buy an eligible 5G phone on select unlimited plans, which means you can watch every out-of-market game every Sunday afternoon. And it's all on us. Now that's the Verizon way to kick off the NFL football season right. Switch and get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube on us, only with Verizon.
The hustle doesn't stop in NBA 2K27. Every game is an opportunity to master your skills.
You can't guard me!
To put defenders on skates with your bag of crossovers. And show off your limitless range Chase greatness around the clock in NBA 2K27. Ball over everything.